welcome to your 15-minute spine refresh. This class is just going to be a nice class to really open up your back and get your spine moving a little bit after, if you're working at home and just need a little break partway through, or we're back at it and you're doing this class later if you're at the office and need a little break. So what you're going to need is a blanket, and if you don't have a block at home, some of you might not have a block there, you can get books. You can grab some nice thick books, and this is more just for forward folding if you know you like to put your forearms on it. So think about what you need there. If you need to pause, you can grab it really quick and come back. But we actually are going to start with our blanket. So grab your blanket, and where I want you to take it is, so if you get it about this size, and then you're going to fold it. And this also depends on how much you like opening out, because some of you might be a little tighter and want a little less of a thickness, so you can just keep it a little thinner. But if you want a nice big opening, you're going to go just almost thinking of the sizes of a block. I think some of you have done this with me in the studio. And you can also have, once you come in, your book handy, and you might need it for your head there. So just coming here, and then the base of this is about the base of your ribs there. Rest on it, and then your head's going to come down. So this is where maybe if you have a block or a book, if it's too much on your neck, just lift up and place it underneath, and then just bring your arms out to the side. And if you want to come into the shape Baddha Konasana, if you prefer to have your legs in Shavasana, just maybe lifting the pelvis, lengthening the spine, and then just letting your spine melt back, and close your eyes. Take a nice full deep inhale here, and let it go. So then just take a few breaths here. Really feeling your body release and soften, feeling a little ease come into the neck. Shoulders can get heavy. And if you're not comfortable with your eyes closed, just keeping a soft gaze. Just take a few more breaths here, really releasing with the exhales. So then from here, just bringing your feet flat on the mat and just rolling off to one side and pressing yourself up. And you can just slide your blanket out of the way. If you want to fold it, you can always use it as underneath your seat. If you know you like to be propped up a little bit, you can do that. Otherwise, just come to a comfortable seat, get nice and tall. Come back to that breath. We're just going to do a little movement here with your breath. Next inhale, hands come up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring them through center. Inhale up. Exhale through center. Nice. One more like that. Inhale up. Exhale through center. And then inhale your hands up. Right palm turns forward, grab onto your right forearm, get that little resistance, lift up, drop over to the left. And you can gaze down if that's more comfortable on your neck. And really rooting through the right hip and lifting up and away. A little bit of an arch through the right side. And then come back through center, grab onto that left forearm, get that resistance, lift up and drop over. And just gazing where it's comfortable on the neck again. And then come back up. Palms touch. On your exhale, you're going to twist over to your right. Right hand can come back. Left hand can be center or to your outer thigh. And then get the resistance between the hand and thigh if you're there. Press your fingers into the mat behind you and get nice and tall. Next inhale, bring your hands back up. Exhale over to the left. Same options with that front hand, middle, or to the other leg. Get the resistance, get tall. Breathing a little more laterally here. Next inhale, back through center, palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then we're going to come into Baddha Konasana from here. So bring the soles of the feet to touch, and either closer or further away depending on how you're feeling in your body. And then get nice and tall. And then we're going to start with some cat-cow in your spine. So we're going to inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale to round. Inhale to open. And round. And we're going to add on, you're going to open through the chest. Ribs move to the right, round, left. And just let that movement be a little more fluid. And you're going to feel this through your low back. And nice to get into the hips and the groin as well. It releases the tension that comes into the back. Thanks. And then switch directions. Little mini massage. And then come back to stillness, get nice and tall, and then fold forward. And just pause here, keep lengthening the sternum forward. And just feel the pelvis widen and soften, creating a little space in the low back. And hands can come forward, fingers tented, lengthen on your inhale. On your exhale, walk your fingers over to the left. Keep heavy through the right hip. And you can soften the hands down. And then lengthen, walk it over the other way, and soften. Just a few breaths here. And lengthen. Walk it back to center, pause for another breath here. And then slowly coming up, and then coming to all fours. Setting up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, nice and strong here. We're gonna do some cat-cow just as we just did, but in this position. So on your inhale, drop the navel, open through the chest. On your exhale, press and round. Open. And round. And open. Round. And we're going to take those circles again. Open, ribs to the right, round. Nice. I'm just keeping it a little more fluid there. Pressing the mat away, and then switch directions. This time to the left, round, and then continuing. And just notice what you feel. Pause. Keeping the hips over the knees, you're going to walk your hands out. Drop your forehead down, but keep your forearms off the ground. Have the triceps moving in towards each other. Press into the balls of the hands and let your heart sink down. And maybe wrap your right hip back, your left hip back. And then bring your forearms down, look forward, start to shift forward, bring your pelvis onto the ground. You might need to kind of scooch back a little bit. Keep your shoulders over the elbows and then pull the chest through. Soften through the neck and then gaze down and just look over to the right. And you can kind of tuck your chin maybe a little bit. Come back through center, over to the left. Maybe tuck the chin. So then come back through center. And then hands can come out on that 45-degree angle. Press into the hands. You can stay as you are or maybe lift up. Keep wrapping the shoulders down the back, lengthen the tailbone, really root through the inner arches of the feet. Exhale, lower down. Hands come beside the ribs, wrap the shoulders back. Inhale for cobra. Exhale down and then press it back to your child's pose. Big toes touching, keep the knees together or have them a little wider. Drop your forehead down. And then bring the palms to touch. And bend the elbows, bringing the hands up over the head. You can kind of walk your elbows forward slightly. Just take a few breaths here. So then bring your hands down. On your inhale, lift your head. You're going to weave your right hand underneath the left, palm facing up. Come to your right temple. Maybe drop that left elbow down. Reach through the right fingers. So then we'll switch. Right hand comes back to the top of your mat. Weave the left hand under, palm face down, drop to your left temple. Right elbow may come down. Keep reaching through those left fingers. So bring that hand back to the top of your mat. Lengthen, walk your hands over to the left, really reach, just drop in for a moment, reach through those right fingers. And lengthen, walk it over the other way. Drop your head down, wrap that left hip back, reach through the fingers. This is another place, maybe if your head's not reaching the ground, you can place the block underneath if you like. And then lengthen, walk it back to center. And then from here, come on up and make your way to your back. Lie back, knees into chest. Just extend the left leg, keep hugging the right leg in. Right arm's gonna come out to the side, left hand to the other thigh, bring the leg across the body. Drop your head to the right. Take 3 full breaths here. Releasing through your mouth. And then come back through center, both knees in. Extend the right leg long, hug the left knee in, left arm out to the side, right hand to the outer thigh, draw it across the body. Drop your head if it's comfortable in your neck and take those 3 full breaths. Just releasing through the mouth. Back through center, give yourself 1 more squeeze, nice and tight. And then just coming into your final pose, legs wide, arms wide, lift the chest. You can flop your feet in and out. Resting in Shavasana. Eyes closed or that soft gaze. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. I'm just going to leave you here, so rest in your Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.